Hey everyone, it's Shotzi for the Rough Cuts on Sunday. I hope you've had a great week. As some of you know, I am going to be leaving soon. I don't know if I will be able to do videos or not. I'm going to China. It's been a long time since I have been there, a really long time since I've been back there. Anyway, I have to go back. So I will be gone for a while. Not like indefinitely or anything, but I'll be gone for a good amount of time. And depending on how things go, I may or may not have access to YouTube or any other sort of social networking, anything social. So I may or may not be able to keep on doing videos for the next couple of months. Anyway, I'm going to talk about a movie that I was fortunate enough to see the premiere and supposedly only theatrical showing of this film. It's coming out on, I think, video on demand and DirecTV, I believe, or just pay-per-view, iTunes. I'm not quite sure what other modalities it's coming out on. But anyway, it's Mel Gibson, Get the Gringo. Saw this during this week. And a lot of people, for various reasons, some of them very obvious, dislike Mel Gibson. I know many people who have a very strong dislike for Mel Gibson, although he was very nice at the premiere. He was very nice. And it's good. This is a good movie. It's really entertaining. People I know who didn't like him, they liked this movie, and they liked him in it. He works in this film with other people that he had also worked on Edge of Darkness with and Apocalypto. The producer for this, Stacy Persky, as well as the director for this and also co-writer. Well, actually, Stacy Persky also helped write the screenplay for this, Adrian Grinberg. And so they all did a really good job. The three of them work really, really well together. Now, this story, a lot of people are seeing it as kind of an unofficial sequel to Payback, and it kind of does pick up where Payback leaves off. I'm not sure if that was on purpose or not. They did not bring up that fact in the Q&A, but it looks like it could be. But it isn't officially a sequel to Payback. It's its own gem of a movie. But one of the real standouts of this film is, we can't even really call him supporting, but I guess technically he is. And that is Kevin Hernandez, who plays a 9-year-old boy in this. He really does an outstanding job and holds his own really, really well up against Mel Gibson. Now, the dynamic of this film is you have a man, it starts out with a car chase. You've got these two guys who are on the lam, law's catching up with them. They've got all this money in their car. They bust through the wall to get over into Mexico. And so there are the Mexican authorities, they find the men, they find the money, and they're like, okay, this is Mexican soil, they're coming with us. They put them in, or rather, like, one of them dies, and then Mel Gibson's character gets put in this prison. Now, the prison that is here, it's based on an actual experimental prison that closed in, I believe it was 2002. And in this prison, it's like its own city, really. You know, you have like the head guy who just sort of overlooks everything. Whatever he says goes. You've got people in there with their families. So you've got their women, their men, children everywhere. You have tents where people can get to know each other a little better. There's a lot going on. People have guns, weapons, they have their own businesses. You've got, drug dealers in there, people making drugs in there. Everything is inside of this town, or rather inside of this prison. And this was actually going on in real life. However, in 2002, it was raided and closed down. But I believe there are other prisons similar to that one still in existence. But this was based on this particular prison that closed down in 2002. Now, in this story, you've got Mel Gibson's character. He wants to get his money back. And this kid becomes pretty much his only trusted friend in the prison walls. and they look out for each other because the kid is very special to the head crook inside of the prison. And it's just a great bond. I don't want to give away too much because it's kind of easy to give a lot away with this when describing it. But there's a lot of action, a lot of blood. This is not an Adam safe movie. There's a whole lot of blood. A lot. It's just, yeah, Adam, you're not going to be able to watch this in many, many parts. And there's comedy in it, of course. It's really well done. It's really well paced, well written, well acted, well cast. Look at this. So May 1st, coming out on pay-per-view, also on video on demand, May 1st. Check this one out. I highly recommend it. It is awesome, awesome, awesome. And it's kind of sad that it won't be showing in a theater, at least not at this point in time. And it seemed like ever. But watch it. Everyone will have an opportunity to watch this if you have access to those cable or non-cable channels. I will see you all next time, whenever next time may be. Hopefully next week. Until then, goodbye.